Welcome back to the pig room, you guys, or welcome to the pig room if you are new here. We're actually not in the pig room right now. We are currently in the bun room, as you guys can see. So I'm actually going to be preparing, I'm not even on screen. There we go. I am actually preparing to leave my guinea pigs and my rabbits and my dogs for the first time in over 5 years since becoming a guinea pig, rabbit, and dog owner, which is insane. I have not taken a single vacation in over 5 years. So many people always ask me, they're like, how do you go on vacation? How do you take trips? How do you leave them? The answer is I don't, and I have never, because I have so many animals and I have to take care of them all daily. They're very, very needy and there's always something to be done. So because of that, I have signed myself up for not being able to vacation. But now I finally get to for the first time in my life, which is crazy. I'm nervous, I am scared, but thankfully I have an amazing babysitter, AKA my dad, taking care of them. So he's actually gonna be over here tomorrow so I can actually give him the rundown in terms of how to take care of my dogs, my rabbits, and my guinea pigs. He actually watches a lot of my videos, so by this point he probably should know the drill, but I am going to give him some pointers and kind of refresh the memory on everything that needs to be done. So yeah, I will be leaving my babies for 4 days, not like 4 full days, maybe like 3 full days. I feel like that's the longest time away from them, and I'm just going to miss seeing their faces literally so much. I don't know how I'm gonna bear it, but I'm gonna have to. This is not really a vacation. This is, well, sort of a vacation, but not necessarily, because I'm actually going to North Carolina to actually tour some houses, honestly be there to check out the area to see if it's a place that I like that I could actually move to. But nonetheless, it will be very fun, and you know, dad needs a break, because after 5 years of not taking a vacation, I really do think I deserve one, so this is much needed. But today is Thursday, which officially means I have 2 days until I leave for my trip. So I'm actually going to be spending today with actually cleaning out and taking care of the buns. As you guys can see, their pen's looking a little bit messy. They obviously have had a party and have destroyed all of their items, but good to know they had fun. So we need to go ahead and get this room nice and clean from them actually before I leave. The buns are obviously a lot cleaner than the pigs, so we're gonna actually do the pigs tomorrow, the day before I leave, because they'll get dirty in a couple hours. So I want to give them as much time to have a clean cage, so we'll do that tomorrow. But for today, we're gonna focus on taking care of the buns. If you guys remember when I first did their makeover video, I had them on a long like tan carpet. They got that thing so incredibly dirty to the point where I actually had to chuck it out. So now they're back on these mats, and I don't like them. The way they look is just kind of like raggedy. I mean, the fact that I have to overlap them, and also you guys can see they kind of make a little bit of a mess with them with running around and digging. So my hardwood floors are exposed, and this looks crazy because it's all messy. So I'm actually gonna go ahead and head back to that same store to get them the exact same rug. Hopefully they have it. I think that they should, because there was a ton when I first went there. But we're gonna get them back on the carpet because I know they liked it so much. Hopefully it lasts a little bit longer and they don't get it so dirty. Also, just to show you guys, look at Mr. Vinny and Miss Snooki snuggling away in their castle. They're so cute right now. I low-key kind of feel like they're consoling each other because they're sad that I'm leaving. Snooki's actually knocked out right now. They're so freaking precious. Oh my goodness. All right, guys, we made it. I don't know if you guys have ever been here, but they literally have so much stuff, but just literally for so cheap, which I think is actually their slogan. It's like good stuff cheap. But we're gonna go to the carpet section, which is all the way in the back. They have tons. You guys are not ready for this one. All right, well, as you guys can see, there's so many options, designs and stuff. We don't need those. We need these ones over here, which are actually the plain ones. So let's see if we can actually find the same one that I had for them last time. It was like a low pile cream one. These are all like too fluffy. I like one that's like low pile so they can't really like dig at it too much. Oh, this one. Was it this one? I think it might have been this one. 6 foot by 9 foot. How much is this one? Damn, 45, even cheaper than I thought. That's actually not bad, but I actually feel like I like this one, like the little textured one. Yeah, that's kind of nicer to me. And it's the same price too, but it looks more luxurious, I guess you could say. So these ones are like smaller. I don't want these, I kind of want the big ones. I mean, I could technically do 2 of them, but I don't want to do 2 of them. I think I just want to do 1 large one. And we've got all these right here. These are kind of that more like outdoor material kind. Oh, that would be nice, but it's not the right color. You guys know I like my tans. I don't want to do anything too dark. They do have this one, but this one's a 5 by 7, which is still not big enough. For $18.99 though, that's super cheap. You can't beat that. I think we'll get the one that I saw before. Perfect. We're gonna get this one. Can we do this with one hand? I think we can. I'm gonna try our best. Now that I'm looking at it, they actually have more options for carpets, but I think this is the one we're gonna get. It's already in our hands. Crap, what's this one though? This is a 5 by 8. This one's nice too. It's softer. No. We'll go with our first choice. Let's do this one. Okay, I'll be right back, guys. Back home now, let's go ahead and disassemble all of their area and put in their new rug. way that it's so hard to roll out. I know, I'm doing it, buddy, I promise. Slow and steady. You want to jump over? There you go, buddy. Damn, girl, you are heavy. Look, that brand new rug. Check it out, Missy. You can do all your crazy running and binkies now. I do have the anti-slip thing underneath it, so that'll help it just to kind of stay put even more. But look at him. Do we like it? Do we like the rug more? What do we think, bud? Do you like the rug too? Yeah? Yeah, this is much better. It just looks so much better than those mats. I still love the mats, but this is just like a cleaner, nicer look. Safe to say that I think they're liking it right now. What do we think, bud? Checking everything out? You know, Daddy's gotta leave you, but I'm spoiling you before I do, so cut me some slack there. Snooki, I actually need to give a brush before I leave as well. I gave her a brush a couple days ago, but you guys can see she's still shedding like a pretty good amount, so we're gonna have to brush her again outside. But safe to say that I think the bunnies are really, oh, and Mikey is too, really enjoying it. For my idea is that this area with like the actual carpet is going to be like their living quarters. And then I'm going to designate, similar to how it was before with the litter boxes over in this corner, I'm going to leave like an open strip of like the hardwood floors just in case they pee and poop. It won't be on the carpet. So I'll do both litter boxes side by side, one in the corner, one here. And I'll go back to that like L shape, but probably make this more of a rectangle and block this in. And I think that will work really, really well for them. So yeah, I'm much happier with this. Fresh new rug, smells amazing. Hopefully you guys don't pee and poop on it because Dad spent some money on this. Okay? Promise me you won't do it? Yes? I've got 2 of these seagrass mats. I'm actually probably gonna put their water bowls on top of these, and I'll do those, probably do them right here. So we got their water bowls right here, this one right here. Actually, I'm gonna switch this. I'm gonna switch this so it's a little bit easier for my dad to actually fill their water bottle so he doesn't have to like go inside of the cage. So I'm gonna move them to the front of the cage technically. Jump, Mikey. I don't wanna lock you in, bud. Here, come on, let's go. Let's go out. You're not a bunny. We can't lock you in. All right, so here is what it's looking like now. So much better, you guys. Like before, it was looking a little rough. Now we're looking much cleaner. This rug makes a world of a difference. So they got all their hidey houses, they got their platforms, fresh water, toys. I do actually need to add in more toys, so I'm gonna go ahead and do that. And then I do need to add in their 2 litter boxes, so we're gonna go ahead and clean those out and add those. Stock them up on a whole bunch of hay, and then they should be good to go. The buns, honestly, are pretty simple in my opinion to actually set up, and they're not as high maintenance to leave for a couple days. It's definitely the pigs I'm more so worried about, but I am at ease knowing that my bunnies have a fresh, clean space and that they're so much happier with this new carpet. I can just tell immediately they're so much happier with it, so I'm very happy about that. So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and clean out their litter boxes, add them in, and then we're gonna give Snooki a good old brush because she definitely needs one before we leave. Veggies are all prepped, so So I have 3 different kind of sections for all of the veggies. So we've got our cage that has the most piggies. So we have the gallon size bag, which obviously has more vegetables inside of here. So this is for Vision, Wanda, Willow, and Dorothy. So we've got 3 bags of those. And then we've got 9 smaller bags. And then over here, we've got all of the rabbits veggies. So just for them, we have lettuce and then a couple of herbs. So they're all set right there. So that is all the veggies prepped. They're nice and labeled. So it'll make it really easy for my dad to know which cages to give them to. And once he's here, I'll go ahead and explain it to him a little bit more. But yeah, veggies are prepped for all of the animals. So it is now officially Friday evening. It is the day before I actually leave for my trip, actually a couple hours. We're leaving at 3 in the morning. So I need to go ahead and get this pig room nice and clean. We're gonna give full cage cleans to everyone because they're looking a little bit dirty and I wanna make sure they have fresh, clean cages before I leave. Now my dad will not be able to do full cage cleans for them, but I did tell him I'm going to load up their cages with pig mats. That way it's a little bit easier for him to actually roll them up, dump them in the trash, and then replace them. I don't really expect him to do full cage cleans for the cages because that would just be asking way too much. Plus I'm not gonna be gone for that long, so I think that's gonna work out much better. But I've got tons of linens here, as you guys can see. So we've got all of our fresh absorbent mats, tons of pig mats, and then if need be, I did some shopping at my own shop and I've got a bunch of pig mats for my dad to use in case these ones get a little bit too wet over the course of the next 2 or 3 days. So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and start setting up this camera on a tripod and get to cleaning. Honestly, not gonna talk so much because I need to get this done as fast as possible, but we're gonna get everything nice and clean, wiped down, sanitized, fill up all of their water bottles, give them fresh litter boxes. Just got sidetracked by Vision. Look how cute he is. Hi, buddy. And also clean out their pellet dishes because they look disgusting. And also, I loaded up their toy shop with a whole bunch of toys. So I told my dad, give them 1 toy a day, which he's going to do because I wanna make sure that my piggies are nice and enriched while I'm gone. So I've got this all stocked up and you can go ahead and pick and choose which cages get what. So I wanted to mention I've got some extra water bottles for them. So I've got these 4 right here. I actually need to see if I have extra ones of these plus the little like springy things, but I've got 2. And then I also put in already extra ones right here. So we've got 1 in this one, which is actually not filled yet, and then 1 in this one. These are my cages that have the most pigs and also that drink the most water. So I wanna make sure they have plenty of water while I'm gone. But yeah, let's go ahead and start cleaning this pig room. And just like that, the pig room is all nice and clean. Everyone got a fresh, clean cage. They're all settling in and enjoying. But I wanted to give you guys a little walkthrough in terms of how I actually set up this room for my babysitter, AKA dad, to make things easier for him. Also just ways that I implemented into the pig room just to make sure that my babies are nice and taken care of, and also a little bit easier for my dad. So we have nice, fresh, clean cages for everyone. So everyone got fresh absorbent mats, and we also loaded them up on tons and tons of pig mats. Now, again, I do not expect my dad to be doing full cage cleans for my piggies, nor will they need them, but they will need spot cleaning. So all I asked him to do was actually to roll up these pig mats, dump them in the trash, and then put them back in. And if they do end up becoming a little bit wet, he can go ahead and use these fresh pig mats, which are right there. There's plenty to go around. Again, as I mentioned before, their toy shop is all loaded up with a whole bunch of toys. So I'm actually gonna throw a couple in before I leave. And then my dad will end up actually giving one to each cage after I leave. And I'm actually in North Carolina, but they have plenty to go around, tons of hay toys, just a lot of textures, things for them to really just be enriched and to obviously not be mad at me that dad is gone. They're going to have a fun time with all of this. And I can bet you guys by the time I get back, this is probably going to be pretty bare, but that is a good thing because I want my babies to be happy and occupied while I am gone. Just to make it easier for my dad, I just went ahead and pre-measured all of their pellets. So we've got my trios bowl, my duos bowl, my other duos bowl, and my herds bowl. So everyone's pellets are all nice and measured. All he has to do is just plop them in the cage. Big bin of hay right here. I also have a second one in my car, which I'm going to bring in here as well. I don't think he'll go through this whole thing, but you never know. So I am gonna bring a second one in just to be safe. And then I also have a full tub of this upstairs for the buns as well, which they definitely will go through very fast. So no need to worry on them running out of hay. I told my dad literally just put mounds and mounds of hay inside of their litter boxes. So for some of them, I have some hay racks right here like theirs. And then down here, they have their hay rack as well. And then over here, they have kind of a new setup, actually. We have a big mound of hay, and we have this little storage container right here, which I just filled with hay as well. Everyone got fresh litter boxes too, so they will not need litter box changes until the day I get back. But I can expect a whole lot of peeing and pooping in these litter boxes by the time I do get back. So as soon as I walk in the door, they're definitely going to need some cleaning done. You guys can see pretty much their entire cage is filled with pig mats. Also, do not mind that piggy bunk bed. I need to actually put a pig mat on top of it. But yeah, for the most part, the surface area is just pig mats because, again, I want to make it a lot easier for my dad just to roll them up, dump them out, and put them back in the cage. I just feel like that's a lot more simple than actually vacuuming with a shop vac. And the same goes for them. They have tons of pig mats to the point where you basically can't even see the absorbent mat. This cage is definitely going to get fairly dirty because there is 4 piggies in here, which means even more poops compared to the other cages. So this cage out of all of them is definitely going to need to spot clean because they're going to get this very, very messy. Also, I will be texting my dad emergency contact info for my vet or emergency vet just in case anything goes wrong. Fingers crossed, and also knock on wood, nothing goes wrong with my animals, but he does have that just in case. So that is pretty much it for the pig room. All of the piggies are all well taken care of, and I am ready to go on my trip. Again, guys, I haven't done this in literal years since becoming a guinea pig owner, so this is a huge deal for me, and I'm definitely going to miss my babies so much. And honestly, just being able to wake up and see their faces every day, I'm going to miss that the most. And also seeing your face, Winston, most especially. Yes? And you're gonna miss seeing mine. I think you are. But nonetheless, I am very excited, and all of my animals will be well taken care of, so I do not doubt that my dad will not do an amazing job. But yeah, guys, that is how I go ahead and set up my piggies' cages for when I actually have to leave them. Again, this is my first time having to do it, but I think this is going to work out super well. If you guys enjoyed watching this video, please make sure to give it a big thumbs up, and also look forward to an upcoming video where I'm actually going to be vlogging my experience in North Carolina for the first time. It'll definitely be different than the content that you guys are used to seeing on this channel, but I definitely think introducing you guys to a new form of content could be really fun, and also seeing a little bit more of a personal side to me outside of the pig room. Yeah, guys, thank you so much for watching. I need to go ahead and get to packing my suitcase and also get ready for bed because I got to be up at 3 a.m. So I will see you guys soon, and as always, I hope you and your piggies are happy, safe, and healthy. Bye, guys.